We're talking copy today, by far one of the most important things that you need to know as an online marketer. So let's talk about it. Oh, hey, sorry about that. I was just writing some copy for my ads. In all seriousness, hopefully you enjoyed that little intro and my pen just fell. I don't know if you caught that or not, but look, it's all about keeping it real on the videos, folks. But let's get back to it. Writing copy, it's hands down the most important thing, arguably, to know as an online marketer, advertiser, business owner, entrepreneur. It doesn't matter. If you're selling anything, you need to be able to communicate what it is that you're selling to the right person and doing it well. One thing I'll tell you from firsthand experience, when I got started as a marketer, I was more of an amateur, right? I could design things, make them look really good, but they weren't converting very well. For example, I'd create a funnel or a lead capture page or a sales page that looked awesome, but I wasn't getting sales. I wasn't getting opt-ins. So I said, well, what's the other piece of this whole website funnel, one pager type stuff? And it's the words, right? So you can make things look really pretty, but if you're not communicating to someone through words well or video, you're not going to get conversions. And so I started studying copy and I started focusing on what makes good copy for running my Facebook ads, right? Like that's all words and graphics, but you got to grab someone with an image and then capture them through your copy. Same thing with a sales page and funnels. So when I really paid attention to learning and investing in books and courses and things that taught me good copywriting skills and practicing it over and over and over again, I got very good. And what happened, my income went up because I was able to serve clients better. They'd pay me more, I'd get better results, but I could then go sell my own products and services much better as well, like my softwares and things like that. So what I'm telling you and what I'm challenging you to do is take a real strong look at copy, because typically it's overlooked. It's all about design. This looks great, but does it really sell? That's what you need to analyze. And most things that look really good don't sell very good. Things that look really good that have strong copy do sell really good. That's how you can create that $1 million funnel, that 6-figure funnel, etc. So what I want to tell you is this, a couple little tips and strategies that I'm going to leave with this video. More will be in the blog. If you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, go check out the full blog article, because there's going to be more information on what I'm talking about. But here's some general rules of thumb to help you. Number one, focus on the problems that your target buyer is having, right? So for example, and I go back to this example, but it's because it's very clear. People who sell solar panels, right? I have a software that helps people who sell solar panels to homeowners. I have a software that helps them generate leads and get more installs, right? In turn, they make more money if they can do that. So anyways, one of the problems that I know, and it's the major problem and the main problem that solar consultants have, is generating leads. So I'll literally run a Facebook ad, and my very first line will be, calling all solar consultants, do you struggle generating leads? ? Boom, we're immediately addressing a problem that I know that they're having with a question. I've got their attention. Now I can go into it. Maybe you want to say something like, solar consultant, learn the one little trick that 98% of you are not doing to generate leads. That's more of like a curiosity type, poke, right? To get them interested in what it is that you have to offer. I'm a big fan of focusing on the problems and just calling them out and then showing your solution. And you can do that in a couple different ways. But the one thing you don't want to do that most amateur marketers will do is they'll start selling immediately. You got to talk less, listen more. You need to know what the problem is that your software solution, product, or service is solving, right? And then you can go and you can sell. That's why any major company that does extremely well, typically they get started by solving a problem and then they'll innovate once they have a nice customer base, etc. And you can sell things that are like a little bit unnecessary, but there's already some brand loyalty there. But if you're getting off the ground, focus on something that solves a legitimate problem. And then when you're advertising and selling that, focus on the problem first that you know your consumer or your target buyer is having, and then show them how your product or service will solve that. And if you go into writing your copy that way, you're gonna have a much stronger sales pitch, you're gonna have much stronger conversions. And just so you know, and just a disclaimer here, this is just scratching the surface. There's so much more involved in copy, but just knowing that and framing your copy around that, even your social media posts and Facebook posts. Like if you wanna do just a little bit of selling on your personal profile or your YouTube channel or whatever, talk to the people who have the problems that your product or service will solve, okay, first, and then go to the selling of it and tell them why it's so great and how it can help them, because people will buy and spend money on things that are going to help solve problems, right? It's like why medication is huge. You go to the pharmacy when you have a headache, right? You just want to solve that problem and you don't care how much it costs. you're going to spend it because you're solving a real problem. It's that headache, right? So go ahead and paint the picture of that problem. The bigger the problem that you solve, the bigger your paycheck you're going to get, right? And focus on the copy and explaining it well. There's going to be some more examples and some more in-depth training on this in the full blog article. So if you're somewhere where you're not on my website, go read it, go check it out. I know you're going to love it. And go learn how to write copy in 2020. I'm telling you right now, it can absolutely 10x everything that you're doing. And it'll be nuts, when you see what kind of results it can produce. So with that being said, appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.